Okay guys, it is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price, and I can already tell you, yes, the trade that I announced in my last video is open. We broke out of the rising broadening wedge to the downside with our confirmation on the 4-hourly time frame, and I will tell you exactly what my future plans are now with that newly open trade. Besides that, we want to talk about what we can expect from the Bitcoin price in the next couple of hours, days and weeks as always. So let's not talk too much, let's just jump into the charts. And besides that, I always appreciate it when you leave a like here on this video. Don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell and leave a comment down below. But now let's first of all, before I show you the trade, talk about the trade. I told you already guys that the likelihood in my last video is very, very high that we will once again break out of our rising broadening wedge to the downside, and that exactly happened. We saw a beautiful breakout to the downside. We saw a retest on the 4-hourly time frame. We saw a 4-hourly candle closing below our low point. You know, this is always the confirmation for a breakout that we are heading lower. For example, I mean the other way around also, but in this case we were expecting a short scenario, as you know. And yeah, I mean, we saw the 4-hourly candle. Sadly, I was not looking at the charts. I only looked at the charts once the second 4-hourly candle over here opened. So I didn't get the perfect entry point up here above the $27,850 level, but I entered my trade here at the exact $27,750 level at spot market price here at this wick. So the trade went into a little bit of a loss first, but as always, you know guys, if a breakout is confirmed, most of the time it means that we are going down further, and this is trading, so it's just a game of probabilities. And this trade is now still remaining open. It is only in a small profit of around $2,500 or $2,600 at the moment. It is also not a big trade, I really have to say. It's rather small for the trades I normally do. It's a $350,000 short trade, but as you know, I always plan to potentially scale up my trades or have a longer game plan in mind for my trades. So that's why I will tell you exactly why this trade is not too large. First of all, I mean, as always, this is a relatively risky move in the current market situation, right? We definitely waited for quite some time for this trade set up to appear. As you remember, we were planning to open a trade here, and there was just a massive wick here to the downside instead of a confirmation. So we didn't open our trade, but nevertheless, we saw that the bulls are definitely trying to keep control of the market right now. So it was a little bit risky depending on what market makers are going to do. So I didn't want to risk too much capital in the case that we, for example, would have reversed all the way here back to the trend line before then really correcting to the downside. This also could have happened to wash out newly open short trades like myself, and this would have meant that I would have had to deploy additional margin to my trade, right? So this is why we didn't want to have it too big of a position open, that we can in the worst case secure it with a little bit more margin on top of the beginning margin. But now, what is my game plan with this position and what am I expecting next? I mean, the most important level I'm keeping an eye on right now is the $27,400 level. And I mean, I will always tell you when I'm scaling up my trade or when I'm opening it. I mean, now that I told you in my last video when I'm going to open my trade, I didn't need to tell it in my Discord community, but I will for sure update you on this trade in my Discord community in the case that I plan to close it or when I plan to scale it up, for example. But my game plan of scaling it up is relatively simple. I will scale it up as soon as a daily candle closes below the $27,400 level. Why is that? I mean, guys, let me show you on the daily time frame. We are seeing all of our past daily candle closes where the bulls really held on for support, where we are now also seeing a current small bounce of the breakdown that we saw now over the past 24 hours. We are seeing it exactly at the $27,400 level. So if we see a daily candle close below that, I will at least double my position size. I will plan to scale this short trade actually up to around $1 million, because when we are breaking below the $27,400 level with a daily candle close, we are forming for the first time in now quite some time, actually it's since a couple of weeks now, we are for the first time forming a lower low here on this daily time frame. And what you can see there is, if we are doing so, we have to sadly expect that we will potentially retest our price levels all the way down here at the $25,000 level. So I want to be prepared for that with a significant trade where we can then also make significant profits that we can add on to our long-term swing long positions or into our hodl portfolio. So this is the most important price level that I'm keeping an eye on right now, and where I will take immediate action on my short position. On top of that, if we should hold this $27,400 level now for a little bit of a longer period, I will definitely put my stop loss in a profit. For my short trade, I will not risk any loss of margin here, because if we take a little bit longer to break the support and we, for example, see another bounce here now at the significant support level on the daily time frame, we could easily reach prices, right? As you can see, we could easily pump up to prices of, for example, 28,600, the upper $28,000 price level, just because the rising broadening wedge was actually accelerating to the upside quite quickly, and that's why the resistance, the past support, would actually be at very high prices where I would need to risk liquidation of my trade. So I will definitely put my stop loss then in a profit. I will update you in my private Discord community. For that, you can find the link to my private Discord community, which is completely for free, by the way. It's impossible to spend money. You'd only get money there, in the video description down below. Make sure to join, because I also just made a beautiful negotiation with Phemex. They are now supplying not only also leaderboard prizes, as you know, the top traders on Phemex and also the top traders on BitGet in my community are receiving hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars each and every single month for placing in the top places, in the top 25 in my community. But on top of that, guys, I now not only have the lucky winners on BitGet, 5 people that randomly get $100. No, guys, we have 25 people on Phemex that randomly get each and every single month, just for being part of the community. There's pretty much no requirement at all. It's completely for free. There's no requirement at all, actually. You just have to do the verification and join the community on Discord. You are getting, if you are a little bit lucky, I mean, there's not so many people, so 25 people a month, there's actually a very high chance that you are one of these people, receiving $200 worth of XPT token from Phemex. XPT is Phemex's future token, exchange token, completely for free, just for being part of the community. And I mean, it is at the seed, or not seed, I'm not quite sure what round it is, but I think it's at the seed or the fundraise valuation. So if the project launches, or the token launches, I mean, it is an exchange token, especially in the next bull run, exchange tokens will perform very, very well. We can expect the token to do maybe a 2x, 3x, 5x, whatever. So we are giving out here probably around $1,000 in future value of tokens each and every single month to 25 people that are members here of the community, besides the over $20,000 we are already providing the top members with, besides the $8,000 of sign-up bonuses you receive, besides the 20% fee reduction you get on these exchanges when you are part of my community. As said, I negotiated all that for the people that are supporting me and are actively sharing their trading opinion in the community as well. And on top of that, we have over 100 videos in English and German, trading tutorials, videos from myself. I mean, I'm discussing my trades and so on in the community, as well as this trade that we have open right now. I will for sure give you updates on that in my community as well, although it's not such an interesting trade as I usually have open, as you know. But we made a nice $500 additional profit here in unrealized profit during this small recording here. Bitcoin seems to be willing to maybe go a little bit lower. But now, guys, I really have to say, I already want to end the video here. I really want to upload it as soon as possible, just because, I mean, we never know how quickly the bulls gain back market control, and I want to make sure that if people listen to me in my last video, open the same trade as I did, that they are also placing their stop loss in a profit as I am doing, in the case that the $27,400 level is holding a little bit longer and we are not seeing an immediate daily candle close below that level. But now, guys, I would say, as always, leave a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell, and also leave a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and we are going to see us in my next video and in my Discord community. See you soon. Bye bye.